Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Today I have, let me show you. Okay, so I have a little duck there. Now why he's a duck, I have no idea. And what's very cool about him is that he will follow my movement. So as I'm actually walking around, he will always be following exactly what I'm doing. Woo! Woo! There we go. Yeah, so this is actually entity controlled animated sprites in Minecraft using just normal command blocks. And this is completely vanilla, and this is 1.8 or at least snapshot 14W08A. All right. Okay. So as you can see, this is let me show you how this actually works. Okay. So over here you see I do have two command blocks. If I click this, it'll actually turn it off so that it no longer actually follows my movement. So here is my animation. Now this kind of came about from I'm working with Adrian Brightmoor on a little animation or a little mini game where we're using basically sprite animations to actually do certain things, which you guys will see shortly, I hope. But I thought, how can I maybe take this further? Can I actually make this animated? Like, as you can see, this is animated. He kind of walks with me. He kind of jumps. He moves forward completely in three-dimensional space. No matter where I am in the world, this will actually work. Okay, so I thought, yeah, let me try it. And here we go. This is the result. Now, I can build a whole little mini game, side scroll and so forth, but yeah, I'm actually quite lazy to do that. Maybe one day, or if one of you guys can make something that is worthy of this, that's very, very cool. Okay, so I did actually want to do Mario first, so I did try Mario, but the problem is Mario is actually quite big. And it actually does cause issues. So if I actually animate Mario over here, you'll see that I actually have issues with the actual animation, but it's more to do with my my machine, or there you go. So the moment you go too far away, it kind of goes all a bit weird. So I just thought I'd maybe make it a little bit simpler. So basically, so let's go back to what a sprite is. It's actually a still image that is animated by having certain keyframes and then overlaid onto another environment, for example, in Minecraft. So it's not actually an entity, it's not actually animated, it's kind of blocks that is animated when I actually move. So as you can see, there is 4 stages to him. There's a standing still stage, so when I'm not moving, he's going to stand still. When I'm moving, it actually repeatedly plays these 2 frames over and over and over. Okay, so it just looks like I'm kind of doing a weird little walkie dance. And when I jump, I'll do that animation over there. So as you probably already know, what happens is I'm cloning these areas, and I'm cloning them over and over and over and over when I move. So this is the command blocks that actually make it work. Now there's an extra bit of command blocks here to do other stuff, which I'll show you in a moment. So first off, these 2, they are just transfer cooldowns, which causes this hopper clock, the first hopper clock, to be quite fast. So as you can see, it's ticking quite fast, faster than a normal hopper clock. Then I've got a absolutely box standard hopper clock over here. So you can see this one probably is about 3 times, even 4 times faster than this clock. Now, what's happening is with the fast clock. Okay, so first off, I actually need to show you. So as I'm walking, so on the right hand side, you'll see I've got a walking score. So as I'm walking, I'm actually clearing the walking score every however many ticks it is. I'm resetting it to 0, which then actually gives me a pretty accurate way of determining speed. But you'll see the reason I'm clearing it very, very quickly is because when I stop, I want it to pretty much immediately stop. So as you can see, that's kind of what it does. It's still a little bit too slow, but as you can see, there we go. So that's the one. Then I've got another scoreboard objective called scoreboard object. Let me go objective set display sidebar, and we've got jump. So jump just does the other part. So if I jump, it actually sets my score to 1, and walking, if I walk, it sets my score to however fast I'm walking. Okay, so bearing those 2 in mind, what I'm doing is the bottom blocks here, they just actually set my walking to 0 if I have a minimum score of 1. And it does it on this side as well as on that side. So it does it very, very, very quickly. And at the top, I'm just doing the jump. Oh no, sorry. So at the top, what I'm doing is I'm actually cloning the jump. If my jump score is at least 1, I am cloning the jump score relative to the player 20 blocks forward, 8 blocks to the Y, and 1 block up. Okay, so that just let me just really give myself a scoreboard. Players set Dragnoz P, just so I can show you guys 1. Okay, so when I jump, that's what you see. Okay, so this block over here, every time I jump, it causes the sprite to jump over there. Okay, so that's this one over here as well as this one over here. This one does exactly the same thing. So it's just to give it a bit more speed. I mean, I could use I do have a faster clock over here, but this clock is just too fast. Okay, it's just too fast. Right, then the next ones that is important are which one is it? This one over here. So when I have a P1 score, which means it's going to play the animation. If I have a walking score of 0 and I have a jump score of 0, that means that I am actually standing still, and that'll give me the still standing animation. Okay, so the moment I move or jump, I no longer have a jump score of 0, and I no longer have a walking score of 0, which will then cause it to do the animation. Okay, so there we go. That is the walking, and that's the walking, and that's the walking. Okay, so when I jump, it does that. Okay, and if I stand still, it does that. Now when I move, and that's where these two come into play. When I move, it first plays the 1, so it first clones the 1 and then projects it 20 blocks forward, okay? And then after 1 tick, it plays the other one. Right, so that is this walking animation you see here when I'm walking. Okay, so that's really the basic principles of it. If I walk, I play a certain animation. If I stand still, I clone a certain animation. And if I jump, I clone another animation. Okay, so that is the basic principles of it. Now, what these two command blocks do is they actually do exactly what it's doing to me, except it's doing it to a zombie. Okay, so I've spawned a few zombies underneath there, as you can see they're over there. So the animations are now playing where the zombies are, but I've just projected it above. Now, if I add a villager to the mix, you see that these zombies will now actually start moving, and so will their that's just a bit of a block lag there, and so will their actual animations, which is kind of very, very cool. Actually looks like they're singing a song. 1 like a 2 like a 3 like a right now. This is actually very funny. Sorry. Yeah, but it's not just them. So if I, for example, set my scoreboard, players set Dragnoz P1 to 1, you'll see I'll now have my own little animation that I can do. Now, unfortunately, we will never be able to actually detect if a mob is walking or if it's jumping via scoreboard. So we'll never be able to do that. So I'm not going to be able to do the animation jumping and so forth of the mob. But anyway, this is a cool little thing that I thought you guys might actually enjoy, and I don't know if you guys can maybe come up with something cool and clever to actually do with it. It would be great. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will check you all later.